First off, I want to thank the brave men and women who work behind the wall. I want to thank them on a national level because their job goes unrecognized.
How do they try to turn a guard?
Well, correctional officer. Sorry, I apologize. But correctional officer.
How you guys doing today? It's Anthony Ganji, host of Tier Talk. Guys, we've discussed inmate unity before. A lot of people don't believe this, but when we work in a correctional system, it's not really us versus all of them. It's usually us, in some cases, versus a selected few, the problematic. But there are times where inmates can unite, and there are reasons for inmates to unite. So Russ is going to provide 3 tips to complement on videos I've done on the past on inmate unity. And at the end of this video, right when you watch the credits, there's going to be a link to my older one that discusses collective punishment. I mean, is it good to punish all inmates over the actions of one? And I want to discuss that, but also in the process, I want to talk about the difference between punishment and universal precaution and how that can form inmate unity. I think it's a great discussion because it's something we need to be aware about, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Now, guys, if you haven't, the show Tier Talks for you brave men and women that work in corrections, so please subscribe, interact, engage, comment, hit that bell. That bell's going to notify you each time I post a video. When we come back from our sponsors, we'll go right to Russ's video, and then don't forget, guys, at the end of this video, there's going to be a link up top, and that will take you to my video. All right, guys, enjoy.
I wanted to attend a university that had an intelligence program. I wanted to look at problems different. I wanted to increase my critical thinking abilities. AMU offered those avenues to expand. Obtaining your degree as an adult, you're actually paying yourself and investing in yourself. You can't put a dollar on it, it's priceless. It's something that can never be taken away from you.
American Military University. Learn from the leader.
Hi everyone, I'm Russ Hamilton. I'm a retired sergeant with the California Department of Corrections and Rehabilitation.
Hey Tier Talk fans and keepers of chaos. Just thought I'd come out here, do a quick little video, drop a little bit of knowledge on you, and just, you know, address something that I think it's important that we recognize and think about some. So anyway, this is something that Anthony Ganji, he's done videos and articles and stuff on this in the past. I've put my 2 cents worth in, but every now and then it's just one of the things you gotta, you know, bring it back out of the closet, dust it off, and make sure that it's, you know, in the forefront of people's minds. Because the particular subject that I'm talking about is the #1 threat to the safety and security of staff, and the 3 ways that it occurs, or the 3 things that lead up to it. So first off, this is not about complacency. Complacency is an omission. It's a negative thing. It's a vacuum. It's a void that we just fail at. It's not about STGs, gangs. It's not about that. And it's not about contraband either. Although all 3 of those things could end up factoring into this. All right. So let me say right off the bat, you know, I'm not a hug-a-thug person. I'm not really invested into rehabilitation. More or less, I'm, you know, hold them accountable, be a crime fighter, and make sure that you're proactive in seeking out things that can hurt us, no matter what that entails. Having said all of those things, the #1 threat to our safety and security as staff is inmate unity. Inmate unity does not happen in a vacuum. Inmate unity happens because we cause it, or what administration is doing causes it. And it's the thing that causes all sorts of huge threats to us. I mean, you just have to look at circumstances like Attica and Lucasville and things like that to know that when inmates all get on the same page, when they all have the same beef, when they're all facing the same issues, that's what allows them to, you know, go across those ethnic boundaries, across those STG boundaries, across all those other boundaries that they have between them, and be able to present a united front. And, you know, once you have that, you're in a very dangerous situation. So, the 3 things, in my estimation, that are most likely to cause that, and that you're likely to see immediate effects from, are in this order, from the bottom to the top. First of all, a lack of recreational or leisure time activities, whatever those entail, be it, you know, television sets, activities out on the yard, good work programs, you know, to get the inmates through the day, whether that's cleaning the dorm or whatever. All of those things actually help keep the inmates in line and keep them from being able to bond together against staff. Now, the number 2 thing, in my estimation once again, is lack of adequate medical care. When inmates are spending weeks trying to get the simplest thing taken care of, and when they're all facing that, not just 1 or 2, you know, outlier events where inmates are having problems, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about when it's endemic, when there's, you know, an actual widespread problem in addressing those factors. That's when inmates can start to feel united and present a front, which endangers us. And the number one issue is lack of adequate, good tasting food. All right? It's as simple as that. I remember a couple of incidents that I was involved in early in my career in huge dining halls where we had sour milk on the line. And I went to go take it off the line, and the head cook, free cook, oh no, you're not going to do that. I said, yes, I am. I said, I'm not going to stand here and be killed over some milks. You know, the fact that you want to put it out there, take your risk. Well, we'll just tell them that the wrong date is printed on there. No, we won't. So as the inmates came by, I told them, I let them know. I said, hey, the milk's bad. Sorry about your luck. That's just the way it is today. You know what? I was able to get by with that. If I'd had all kinds of inmates coming back with sour milk in their hand, demanding more, it would have got out of hand. So, but that's just, you know, one tiny issue, one tiny aspect of it. Because, you know, sometimes you'll have anomalies crop up that can be bad at that instant in time, but they don't build up like constant lack of enough food or lack of good tasting food. So, no, I'm not a hug-a-thug, but I recognize the danger that that puts us in. So if we work on just those 3 things and we have a lack of inmate unity, the problems that we face with regard to physical assaults and things like that will tend to be with individual inmates, and it'll be more limited. Now, that's not to say it's going to be that way all the time and that there aren't, you know, anomalies out there. But by focusing on those things, we can bring things into a perspective where we're less likely to experience a supercritical event like Lucasville or Attica or all those other things, all those other names we've heard out there. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents worth for today. Hope you guys will think about this. I hope that if you're not involved in corrections and you're just looking for some information, some answers, some perspective, I hope that you found some. So anyway, Russ Hamilton here signing off, saying stay safe. We'll see you later.